Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. Here with me, Arno Schmidt. We are playing Rakdos Reanimator. This was a deck that an entire team chose for the World Championship. And yeah, we all know Rakdos Atraxa from back in the days when Fable and Rakdos were still legal. It made sense, you know, Fable was a very nice flexible card that rammed you in Cruelty and also discarded you that Atraxa, of course. And here we have found replacements, I suppose, with a new 2-mana artifact for the Bankbuster, the Irencrag, which is a mana stone that later on flips into a free, sorry, not a free, a 3/3 equipment for 3 mana, so you can have a 10/10 if you want to. And yeah, we have big score, sort of replacing the Fable in a way. And I guess the obvious thing that you can do in this deck is you can go Irencrag, then turn 3 big score, and then turn 4 Atraxa. You have 2 treasures. You just need 1 land that makes one of the 3 colors that you don't have available, one of the banned colors, and you have like Proving Ground, you have Mirrex, you have Sundown Pass. So if you play any on Underground, a good amount of lands that if you then play on turn 4, you can cast a turn 4 Atraxa. So your nut draw, pretty crazy. How often does it happen? We'll see. Yeah. And yeah, Cruelty of Gix, I mean, this is a very strong effect against one particular deck, just in itself. Ramp. Domain Ramp absolutely hates the guts of Cruelty of Gix. So yeah, game 1, probably you can just steal games of Cruelty by, you know, taking their Atraxa from their hand and then reanimating their Atraxa. You just don't even need your Atraxa to be there. And also another cool effect is Virtue of Persistence, which, you know, if you have a very powerful creature in your deck that's just going to win you the game, the 7-mana Site of Virtue is obviously more powerful. And then we have Big Score and Irencrag to ramp ourselves into the 7-drop. So that all makes sense. And then on the other side, it's just a cheap removal. So you can play that sort of Rakdos control game plan with like Brotherhoods and 1 Burn Down the House to fetch with a Cruelty of Gix, 1 Sheoldred's Edict to fetch with a Cruelty, 1 Duress to fetch with a Cruelty, or just to play, get your card resolved. Duress is a card that I'm surprised only seeing 1 copy, I would say, but I think they, with 2 Brotherhoods and in the main deck, they really expected a metagame full with creatures. As you can tell, there's a lot of cheap removal here. So yeah, if you're, maybe for the future, play a little bit more Duress to make it easier against Make Disappear especially. Yeah, and then free Mirrex as well is a little bit of an alternative plan, right? If you play against counter spells, you can start making tokens perhaps and get them that way. Sideboard, we're looking at Sheoldred, 2 times more, just bring it in against the aggressive decks is pretty much the deal here. This is your easier way to win. You don't have to set up a combo, you just kill everything and then win with Sheoldred. For Decadent Dragon, pretty neat card. Very nice in black mirror matches, or by black mirror matches I mean like any type of black, like Dimir, Golgari, even Esper midrange might be fine, not sure though. But yeah, like decks, especially that have counter spells, being able to do something at instant speed and then also having a dragon on top of that seems pretty decent. Again, like a red-black deck is exactly the type of deck that can allow them itself to play the Decadent Dragon. But again, it's not like Siphon Insight, where you can use any mana to cast a spell you found from your opponent. You actually have to spend the mana. So if you find something like Wandering Emperor, it's going to be costing double white, so you need like treasures from somewhere. You do have lands of all, you know, colors in your deck, but you have Celestus treasures. It works, can work, but it can also be awkward, of course. And 1 copy of Elesh, one interesting one. I think it's for the ramp matchup, and I guess for the Alara combo deck that used to be a thing. You just have 1 in your deck with treasures, Celestus, Sundown Pass, Mirrex. Can find it with Cruelty of Gix, cast it, boom, or reanimate it, discard it, reanimate it. 3 more Duress, of course. 2 Lithomantic Barrage down here. 1 Disdainful Stroke, also an interesting, cute one. Yeah, can bring it against ramp. I mean, again, you have various amounts of treasures. You have some blue lands. Then Anoint Affliction, of course, good against the Fawnwood Dread Knight and another Brotherhood's End. Yeah, pretty solid-looking sideboard all around. The deck did perform not so well in the tournament, but hey, World Championship is a tough field. So yeah, let's see how this performs on the ladder, and you will see after this footage if it's actually a great choice or just medium bad. Who knows? All right, guys, enjoy the gameplay. Couldn't we have tried to cast Atraxa back to back because we had 2? At that point, I didn't have Xander's Lounge in play, so I would need to sacrifice 3 treasures to cast Atraxa, and I only had 4. So no, not really. I discarded Atraxa, then I drew the Xander's Lounge. That made it 1 easier to cast Atraxa, which in return meant I could have gone Atraxa, but I didn't have Atraxa anymore at that point, so sadly. I think, yeah, I think I'll wait. Like they might play a Glissa, then I want to be able to wipe both. Hey Anna, I've been loving your YouTube videos lately. Don't often get to catch you live on Twitch. Awesome, thanks. Thanks for that, Greg. Appreciate it. Okay, glad I waited, I guess. I could technically big score here and take another hit. Probably a bit crazy. Wie du das Deck sonst? Ist es drittes Match? Zweites Match? Das war das. Ich hatte 0-2. 0-2 bisher. I could also just slam Sheoldred. It's probably not that good. I think I just want to make land drops and then beat them with cruelties. I could put the Sheoldred in the bin. Just have a good creature to reanimate. Could have played the Harvester there, actually. Don't really need the treasures right now for anything. Yeah, maybe getting onto the board there was correct. Yeah, I don't know, I wasn't really focused, I guess. Nissa. Yeah, that's good. Good old hardcast. So, could Cruelty of Gix or Sheoldred's Edict wipe this Nissa? And then get a Sheoldred back. Or I could just play Atraxa. Make some land drops, find some removal. Like, what's the downside, really? Like, at that point, you can also get the Atraxa back and stuff. Okay. Maybe I took too many cards. This is quite good against the Nissa. 4 cards in hand over there. Free cruelties maybe a bit overkill. This has to be a good matchup, right? Looking at things. Kagari doesn't have counter spells, they have some graveyard interaction, but like not too much. And then the cruelty is just absolutely... Oh, okay. Well, they know about the burn down the house. This is one of the best burn down the house I've played in a long time. I mean, a long time. Buzzies. Yeah, this is probably the good matchup. Show me what you got. Take a that. Cottage also excels graveyards. At 4 actually, huh? I'm kind of low. Oh wow, I lose 3 there as well. Oops. Didn't really pay much attention to my life total, honestly. I could take Duress here, take the Go for the Fruit out of the hand. And then, because I have my Go for the Throat for theirs, for their 4/4 thingy. Okay, so I'm at 1. So I go Duress, take the Go for the Throat. Oh shit, a Sheoldred? No, yeah, it's a Sheoldred, yeah. That was Seijo, huh? Damn it. Damn it! This means... This means I can interact with my Cruelty. I guess I could have just gotten Atraxa into play. Maybe I should have just Cruelty minus get Atraxa into play there. Perhaps playing a bit weird. Yeah. Nope. I made a land drop, I believe, so I guess I'll take a Mirrex, this, and then can also reanimate Sheoldred, technically. One has 6 lands. Let's do it like this. And pause. Well, I could play the Celestus. What's my opponent gonna do? I can always go for the Throat in the upkeep. Huh. If they have to rest, I guess I lose. Yeah, so I can win. I guess I lose against Duress anyways. Even if I get Sheoldred back with the Cruelty, I lose against Duress. Oh, -3/-3 on my own guy. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's probably a good play. I died to 3 mana 3/3? What? Why would I die to the 4 mana 3/3 there? Oh, Glissa? Glissa, I don't know what you're talking about. Trespasser. Oh, Trespasser. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, true as well. Yeah, I was meant to gain 2 life. Yeah. Yeah, I was meant to gain 2 life there. That was just not very well thought through. Okay. Cut this, cut Duress, cut Crag. It just seems like a grindy matchup. Brotherhood seems fine. Sheoldred seems okay. I don't know, just okay, you know. Like maybe I play the Crags, just be like this black-red control deck. Brotherhood seems pretty good. Maybe I'll play free. Maybe I should have... Maybe I should play one Sheoldred at least, in case I need some life gain. But like, alone that you can hardcast Atraxa pretty easily in this matchup is pretty good. Like, this matchup should be good for you. Alright, again. Okay. Mossy in the house. Good old Mossy. Ba, 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 ba. Cards. Do I attack? They kill this, they have a good attack here. Probably should chill. It'd be nice if I had a graveyard trespass and then I could kill this Dread Knight and exile it. Huh. What to do, what to do? The race is on, 16-16. 3-2 against 3-2. Who is gonna take it down? Free cottage on in play right now. Decisions from hand or from exile? From hand, right? It's better. Can't be the rest. Could make some devils. I think this card is kind of obsolete at this point. Okay, so I have... Virtue next turn. I mean, if the same thing happens again, I will just kill the 4/4 and that's it. And then I play Virtue and Reanimator Atraxa. I mean, it seems like a plan. Yeah? Ciao! Aww. Aww. Wait, you play good cards? That's not fair. I had 5. I mean, if I draw a Cruelty, I just have an Atraxa in play, so that would be good. You don't say. How fitting. We have to take a Harvester so I can double spell here. Actual thing to... Yeah, no, I'll take this actually, yeah. Gotta do it now because I can activate Foundries. And I can make green activate the Cottage next turn. You know, they're at 8 as well, so maybe we can kill them. So now I have to jump block. Okay. They can't play the Dread Knight at least. Oh no, I can't exile the Dread Knight because it's not in the it's not exiled anymore. Yeah. That's funny. I guess I should wait a minute actually. Wait a minute. So this puts them to 4. I have another one. And this clears the blockers. This game's wild. So I probably want to keep the Brotherhood's End. I'm at 6 life as well, so they can't kill me on a crackback. We stole their cottage, yeah, with the dragon. This guy. Okay. And they don't know I have another green mana, which is kind of funny as well. So I can kill the Dread Knight and kill them. Let's go! Let's go! That was top decking the Atraxa, the Cruelty of Gix. When I'm like shielded on the board, I'm like on 3 life. Ah! And then oh, that was great. Okay, that's a fun hand. Can't complain. Are you playing in the next arena big tournament? Which, you mean the qualifier next week? I might play it on my phone. But I'm not playing an arena championship. I did not qualify for that, no. So it's a very difficult tournament to qualify for. You have to be very good and a little bit lucky as well. Nice. We can go crack into Virtue.
Could have also used my Harvester because this Virtue does cleanly kill Godric. Maybe. But then I couldn't go Irencrag into it. But I can't go Irencrag plus Bloodtithe. I could make 3 devils and go to town. And my opponent playing nothing besides Strangle there just confuses me a little about what their hand is. It doesn't seem like a hand that's vulnerable to burn down the house, you know? I'm just like, yeah, use my... Okay, it's Reiju, yeah. This is a card that people don't play anymore, right? Like, so I didn't, you know, think that they would have it. But my opponent is not convinced, I guess, that it's a bad card. And still plays it. Unfortunate for me, that is. Hi, Arnie, you're playing in the next... Oh, in October. Yeah, you're probably talking about the Arena Championship. But I'm not qualified for that now. Another one. Yikes. Pretty brutal here. I guess if I would have played the Bloodtithe Harvester last turn, the turn before, it would have been so much better. Because then they play Raiju, I just kill the Raiju after taking 4. So I have 2 blood tokens. So like I got really punished for going with the devils there. If I do this, I guess it's safe to do that. Yeah, no, this makes sense to do. So now if I play Virtue next turn, they can attack me for 4. Put a counter on this. 5. Down to... Okay, yeah. I have 6, 7. Yeah, I should be okay. I mean, I don't die. And I get an Atraxa to play. Are you qualified for any tournaments in the near future? Yes, there will be Regional Championship Lille this weekend. I'm going to that. And I'll be going to the next 2 Pro Tours, which is going to be next year. Ten. I think I'd rather have the mana around. Sheoldred, okay. Duress. That's a lot of hits. Like this. Unfortunately, I do not have untapped land. Okay, now I have untapped land, so I can go Sheoldred into big score, gain 4. At that point, I should be pretty... at this point, I could do it, I guess. Maybe. Guess so. It's an equipment now. So a big score, discarding Xander's Lounge, Duressing them. And then I still have a blood token that I can use to gain 2 more life. Okay, nice. Oh, that was good. I like that. But 9. What's your plan here? I'm gonna gain 7. This way I basically gain 2 life, but that's plenty. Could also block this if they want to kill my Atraxa, who cares? Yeah, this doesn't really work for you, does it? I mean, when you don't know what to do, you just attack all, right? And just see what happens. I respect that. Maybe I misclick, I guess. Okay. Burn down seems a bit slow. Huh. Kind of like everything. What did I not like? Maybe the Edict? Edict is still a cheap removal. Irencrag speeds me up. Virtue is great. Duress seems reasonable, but maybe it's the worst card. Then I still have 2 more cards. Raiju is certainly a problem, so I think I need the Edict for Raiju. Elesh Norn? No. Maybe I cut some Irencrags? He was going to kill his chick. Yeah, I guess. If I kill the chick, but I wasn't lethal, right? It's like I can, you know, go up to 9. No, go up to 7 and then don't die. Whatever. No, yeah, if I mess up, of course he can win somehow, I guess. This is fine. Like, cutting a big score seems weird, but it does also seem a bit clunky. Celestus seems good. Okay. It's probably all... Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, it is never technically a bad thing to assume that your opponent might do a mistake. Like, sometimes they just really make that a mistake. I think this hand's fine. I mean, I have turn 3 big score, technically, if I want. I have black mana for a turn. Now I have black mana for the continuity of this game. Chick, chick. Okay. Is Mono Red even good in best of 3? I mean, some people played it at Worlds. I think Frank Carson... Well, it doesn't deal me any damage, though. Doesn't deal me too much damage, but hey, it's still some damage. No Raiju, luckily. I'm just trying to find more basics here. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I punted, obviously. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, obviously. Oh my god, what was that? Okay, fine. We can hardcast Atraxa next time, I guess. I obviously meant to discard this. Go to 2 and then die in the upkeep, alright. Okay. It wouldn't have mattered, I guess. Maybe the hand didn't have enough removal. Seems like Irencrag is kind of bad. On the draw, at least, Irencrag looked bad. Because, like, you really want to go removal or something. Okay. Well, that happened. I mean, I would have lost that game anyways, so didn't mess it up too much, I guess. But yeah, just streaming and playing Magic, you play a little worse sometimes, you know. It's how it works. Free Mirrex is a lot. I guess the hard casting Atraxa part is real, right? You get big score, make 2 treasures, and then you play Mirrex, and then you have exactly blue, white, green, white, and you're good to go. Bloody adversary. Bloody adversary. Gotta play the Irencrag. Crack. I guess more mana is nice. Destroy all artifacts with mana cost 3 or greater. Less? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, keeping up the Anoint is good against another Punisher. But of course they have the Kumano into Adversary, into Punisher, into Raichu curve. Yikes. Yikes. Liliana would kinda make sense in this deck. I'm a bit surprised to not see any copies. Also not playing 4 Go for the Throat is a bit sus. And my opponent, I mean, it doesn't help that my opponent has the God Draw. Like, yeah, okay. And if you draw like this with mono red every game, I would also play it. But you don't, so. Can still win if I rip Cruelty of Gix. Some unlikely event. Okay, I kill this, kill that. Okay, so if I draw, gain another life. I haven't played a spell this turn, so I will flip the Celestus. Could find, yeah, okay, GG. Sure. Like, me personally, I'm not convinced that mono red is that good. We can go to, like, it's a fine deck, you know. That's what makes standards sort of cool right now, that there's a lot of fine decks. It's a very diverse format. There's a lot of decks you can play. You can play aggressive decks, you can play non-aggressive decks. Just, I mean, a bit worried about Fiend hitting the battlefield here. I think just kill this. So yeah, mono red had a 40% win rate at the World Championship. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. One has make disappear. Maybe I was meant to play around it. One does not want to do anything. Interesting. Looks like they have make disappear, right? But they just don't wanna. What? Okay. Interesting choices here are being made. Not sure if I should discard a land, maybe. Like, if I don't hit a land, then I can't. I guess I already had enough mana. Like, I have 2 more kill spells. They haven't played any meaningful creature. Yeah, maybe I should discard a land, because I already have like 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I use Go for the Throat? Do I use Edict? Probably use Edict. Well, Skidder would have gotten my Atraxa. One's done. Cool. Alright. Esper mid-range, this looks like, yeah. Esper mid-range, some Lithomantics. Some Anoints. Duress, probably some. I guess you really can't play that many more 2-mana removals. I see the problem here. You have Virtue, Go for the Throat, Anoint, and Sheoldred's Edict. You want to play 1 Edict to have 1 Planeswalker removal to find. Yeah. A bit awkward. I guess that's why you don't play 4 Go for the Throats, yeah. What do I cut? I just... What do you cut with this deck? Are we playing Decadent Dragon? Against an Esper opponent? I mean, they have Denik. They have Denik and Skidder and counterspells. I feel like my graveyard resurrection plan is dicey. They have Denik and Rafine as Lithomantic targets. It's not that much. Maybe Fairy Mastermind. Would like to have a sideboard card. I'm just lost. Don't know. Why not Duresses? I mean, what do you cut? I mean, Esper midrange has it all. It has creatures, counterspells. Like, what do you cut? Tell me what to cut. Then I might cut it. Okay. Okay. Going to 5, just like my opponent just did. Okay, going to 4. Maybe I should have cut big score. Maybe just like, I don't know, cut some Atraxas, cut some of that, cut some here. This seems good against counterspell decks, a lot of it, yeah, sort of. Ah, Rafino. Rafin. Seen you before. I mean, I'm only going to 4. I don't expect too much here. Okay, let's start. The deck, I believe, yeah, it had a terrible performance. It was one of the worst performing decks in the entire tournament. They did not have a great time. And what's even more unfortunate in a way, I guess I don't even show them. Just concede. Don't show them that I have the dragon. What's more unfortunate that I read on Twitter that Zan, like member of the team, I think who played the deck, said that he submitted the deck list 3 weeks before Worlds. That confident he was in the deck. It's not a good look. Yeah, but like the amount of Denix, they must have not, like Esper midrange and Esper Legends being the most 2-play decks, really bad for a Reanimator deck, of course. And like the combination of Danik, Lord Skitter, counter spells, just forget about it, right? Like it's just too hard to beat. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Is Harvester that good in this matchup? I mean, I remember playing Rakdos Reanimator in the past, and you couldn't really cut Harvester in that deck because like you need those discard outlets, and Harvester gives you that while being a decent card. It's not great against Esper in general. No, I don't. It's fine to board it out, but yeah. Is it possible in a 4-card mulligan? Yeah, totally. I did that in the past. I mean, it doesn't happen often, of course, but I did achieve that. So it's not impossible. But none of us, it's unlikely to resolve their board in strokes. Yeah, but like Cruelty is also unlikely to resolve if they board in strokes. So are you saying I should cut all 5 drops at all? You know? I don't know. But none of us is a pretty strong effect against Esper. So I like to have it. It kills everything. So it's like if you're advocating for it, yeah, I mean I could board out all the expensive cards, but I don't think that makes much sense. Ooh, the dragon. Should just play the dragon. Hope they don't have removal. Beats, beats, beats. Let me just do something real quick. Be right back. Alright, what happens? I played vetting? Okay. Well, that's a bit bigger than a goblin token. But both are good at creating treasures. Oh shit. I could have looted in response, I guess. Is it a pipe dream to think? Ooh. Huh. Is it a pipe dream to think that I would ever be able to get the free poison for this to kill the Sheoldred? Probably. I'm dead before that happens. So I should have probably just discarded this. Not lose the life for no reason. So I take 6, go to 11. kill one. Are we gonna play this next turn? I mean, he didn't have a land, I guess. So he has 2 spells in hand. I can cast Atraxa next turn. I don't have many answers for this anyways, so I'm just gonna chill. Like, I could loot this, that was my thought process. 10 egg, okay. Sheoldred does not attack? Excuse me? What's the reasoning? Oh, I guess I could have looted it. So they have 2 cards in hand. Didn't make a land drop. Bit afraid that it's, you know, make disappear. Maybe I could have just slammed the Atraxa there. Like, the thing is they're gonna tap out for this likely, so... Okay. I guess they're worried about their own life total. They think they are the control player here, I see. They don't even want to tap out for that. Alright. I think they have airtie, right? And they're just gonna end of turn kill my dragon. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, right. But like they're not tapping out, kind of telegraphing a counterspell.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You're done.
Take 5.
Strike fast and strike hard.
No attacks? Huh? I don't get it. What is going on, opponent? Why are you not attacking? What is this? What is this nonsense? Maybe it's the greatest bluffing game ever. But if they have airtight, they could still at least attack with the free, no? Like, what? Now they play Virtue. No Raffine. So yeah, it's airtight and Wandering Emperor as the last card in hand, I guess. Though, like, they had both. So I missed my window. They're not even attacking now. This is so wild. Like, this is just not how you do it, right? Like, this just gotta be a mistake. So if I play this, it's just too slow at this point. I guess I just gotta hope they have Make Disappear. I'll play around Make Disappear. It's like 99% they have airtie. But yeah. Maybe they're bluffing, but yeah. They have airtie. This Esper opponent is certainly a lot smarter than the Esper Legends player. They're actually drawing really well off the top and having good opening hands and stuff. But I guess I could have cast the Atraxa at one turn where it chose to play around Make Disappear. I could have resolved it. But like they have 4 Make Disappear likely and they only have 2 airties. And it's kind of difficult to keep up airtie, especially when they have Dragon in play. So they needed like Emperor and Airtie off the top. They need to draw. They drew Sheoldred off the top. They drew Airtie. They drew Emperor. I mean, if they just have Airtie, they have to kill the dragon at some point. But they drew Emperor as well, so it's like, okay. I mean, you win some, you lose some. But I mean, it shows the inherent weakness of this Rakdos Reanimator deck, which is the Esper mid-range matchup. Just very clearly unfavored in this matchup. If we look at the data, we see the data is small, but they went 2 and 4 against Esper mid-range. Yeah. I can still, I don't know, they discarded 4 lands here. Play that, yep. I can still hit Cruelty. Sheoldred, not enough. Huh. Yeah. It's a pretty good sideboard card in black matchups, though, that's for sure. Ooh, moving into 4. It's a yikes. Okay. Well, let's... I can trade with that. My cut downs. Guess the way I lose is if they go... Okay, they don't seem to have result reinforcements, I guess. I was thinking they win if they have a Night Errant, but if they don't have creatures, they can't have a Night Errant, I guess. Okay. Huh? Forward, okay. So. 1 second, chat. I gotta do something real quick. All right. Okay. Vetting announcement. That's a way to catch up on cards. I guess it's might have probably don't have anything in hand though, right? Like they would need to have another vetting, I guess, would make sense. Otherwise, they only have to make disappear 4 times and 4 vettings if it's the Simon Nielsen list. And they didn't have make disappear last turn. So I think it's highly unlikely that they have something I can duress actually. I'll just discard the Duress. Yeah, the main difference between Siphon Insight and the Dragon is the color requirement stuff. Like that's huge, of course. Like Siphon Insight, I can cast a Chariot with blue-black mana. You know, like that's what Siphon Insight says. But oh shit. Oh my god, I might lose this. Did they just choose to not counter my Harvester on turn 2, or did they drew to make disappear? I think they drew another make disappear. They have a counter spell. Attack. Okay. I'm winning the race. How much worse do you say this dragons compared to Golds? Goldspan is insanely good. Goldspan is one of the best dragons printed, you know, in the last, I don't know, 5 years. Like, what are the best dragons printed in the last years? It's Goldspan, it's Glorybringer. That's it, right? Ojutai. Like Goldspan and Glorybringer are like the best standard dragons. We had Stormbreath Dragon back then. We had Thunderbreak Regent. But I think Goldspan is just the nuts. It's probably even better than Glorybringer. So my opponent has the counter, I think. Let's attack first and see what they do. Ow was... Yeah, like the new dragons are fine. Like Ow, Sushi. You know, they're fine. But they're not Goldspan Dragon. Goldspan Dragon is like ridiculous. Okay, so I can cast this for 7. I can kill one of these. And then... I just won't cast it. Because I think they have Make Disappear, I'm pretty sure. So I'll make him sacrifice a creature to be able to counter my thing. Oh, Cruelty. Now I can do that. Put it hanging in there. I respect that. I mean, against the resolve the Atraxa. Whatever, just play this. Yeah, clearly I Make Disappear in hand. Keeping the Irencrag to discard later. Yeah, they put up a fight for sure. I wouldn't... Okay. Okay, soldiers. Brotherhood and... today... The deck is weirdly enough quite good against spot removal. Edict is pretty bad. Sheoldred is really good. I think Sheoldred I like. It's just gonna win me games on its own. The whole Atraxa shenanigans are probably not great. You might just want to go into some sort of control deck where you just kill all their things. That's what I'm thinking. Haben is the problem card. Maybe Irencrag is just that's the weird one maybe. Then I play Anoint, 2 cruelties. Irencrag seems like it's always a bad draw in the late game, right? You don't want to draw a Mana Stone in the late game. It's usually worse than a land at that point in a game, but it's, you know, it works with Bargain, which is interesting, but there's no Bargain in this deck. Like, there's no Besiege the Mirror. Like, this would be a fine Besiege the Mirror deck, probably. Like, you have the Bloodtithe Harvester tokens. Ugh. Man, Resolute plus a Night Errant, that's pretty nasty, actually. It's real nasty. You think the 4/4 dragon is not too bad? It's just not that good. It's standard is so powerful right now. Like it would maybe see play in a weaker format, but just the other, like I would say Atsushi is. I mean, you see it. You can see it as a sideboard cut against black decks in like a black mid-range fight, sort of. That's what it does. Yeah. But otherwise, it's just like yeah. The problem with it again is that you can't cast the spells, so it makes it not a card you can like put into your main deck that easily. You would have to produce a lot of treasures. Like in conjunction with Fable, it probably would be would see more play theoretically. Oh, it's a different soldier list. Simon didn't play the veteran, the Lord. They chose to not play that card. Okay. I think I just discard the rest. Although they could have a make disappear, but well. The last unknown to make disappear. Okay. To destroy evil. Man, got punished hard there. Tough, like you have one unknown card. I guess at that point I should have fought a little bit more, because if they pass there, what is it? It's not a land because they missed a land drop. So it can only really be another Sapphire Sentinel. It can't be a vetting announcement. It's either Sapphire Sentinel, make disappear, or destroy evil. So I probably threw that game away hard by discarding the Duress. Like probably a favorite at this point if I keep the Duress. But I didn't, and now I lost. Yeah. Like also, if I just Duress them and they don't have anything, I have a Sheoldred. So, you know, like it's not like, sure, I lost a card, but I have a Sheoldred that is free to go, which is gonna win me the game. So I just hunted for no reason, basically. It's crazy how grindy this soldier deck is, right? It's like double Brotherhoods and easily grinding through that with the 4/4. That was just really, really bad by me. Yeah. Nothing else to say, really. Just play tighter. Maybe you at Worlds next year. But if I play like that, definitely won't be at the championship. They counter this is actually pretty brutal. My hand all of a sudden becomes really bad. Should I have just passed? Betting announcement. Peacekeeper. Okay. They might name Sheoldred, depending on their hand. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can't grind with that deck. Kazia's welcome. Jeez. Okay. Rakdos Reanimator having a tough time today, huh? Okay, that's what I needed. Next turn the errand is gonna drop. I kinda need another land to then do everything I want to be doing. Playing the Gunjo. That makes attacking a little easier for me in future turns. Okay. They drew the destroyable? Why are you thinking your upkeep? They have Zephyr. This Soldier deck is super tough to play against. It's like my hand is forced. I can't play around Zephyr. My opponent also drew like really well. All the like they're moving to 4 in game 1, but then the last 2 games they drew really well. I made a mistake though in the last game. I probably shouldn't have lost that one. I just keep the stupid Duress and don't discard it. Like, you always feel so stupid when you Duress someone, especially when they have one unknown card and they just have a blank. Like, there's just nothing, you know? Like, it just, you feel kind of stupid. But my own pride of me feeling stupid or whatever should not interfere. Tap the wrong land. Should not interfere at all with what is the best play in that situation. And the best play in that situation is just to sacrifice that Duress, be okay with them, you know, not having a spell, because it means your Sheoldred will win the game. So yeah. $16 damage. Going to 10. Kill the Lord. Kill the Flyer. Block here. 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 14. Block here. If you kill this, they just pump everything again, so it doesn't change anything in the math. Kill that. Block this. Take 3, 6, 9, 15. The Soldier deck, trying to play control against him doesn't work, I guess. So I suppose my plan of boarding out Cruelties and Atraxa is not a good idea, because I need the Atraxa to actually win against them. But like, you're a bit in a oh, wait a minute, I forgot, it doesn't pump everything. Oh wow, it doesn't pump that much actually, huh? It's still enough though for 7, 10, 14, yeah. Right, it doesn't pump these. Still plenty though. Okay. Yeah, like you're a little bit in a tough spot in this against this deck. You can't play control, but if you try to go combo, you lose to make disappear, right? I guess you have 4 Duress, so your plan is to just go full on combo, and then have the Duress, take the make disappear, get the Atraxa down. Hope that's enough. That has to be the plan. So my plan of going into like this control game is usually good against an aggressive deck, right? Because they usually don't have more card advantage than your black mid-range Cruelty of Gix deck. But not this one. This one is crazy good at grinding, and really, makes it a really good deck. I think like this soldiers deck is just all around really good. It can be aggressive. It can kill opposing. It can be fast. It can clock, and is very resilient against removal. What you beat it with, I think, is unfortunately Esper midrange. I think Esper midrange, Esper Legends, those decks just they go over the top. They play Rafine, Sheoldred, boom boom. They just are more powerful than you are, and then you lose, especially in conjunction with sweepers. So if there's Gix's command, if there's Path of Peril around, you're gonna get crushed by Esper stuff. So that's probably where the soldier deck succumbs to. But I think this is one of the best decks in the format, I think. Like the soldier deck is very strong. And this deck is not particularly good. This Rakdos deck kind of confirming the data that unfortunately, or at least this build. But I don't know if you can salvage it. Maybe you can work a little bit around with the... You probably want like 2 or 3 Duress, I would think. Maybe a 3rd cut down. I'm not sure about the Irencrag. It's just a bit of a gimmicky card. Like, yes, when you have the nuts and you go turn 2 Irencrag, turn 3 big score, ooh, amazing. But how often does it actually happen? I don't know, it just seems a bit wonky. Like losing Fable is a really, really, really big deal. The Brotherhood's End could be replaced. The Irencrag could be replaced. I'm not sure about those two. Liliana of the Veil is the one card that I would try probably playing that. Gives you a little bit more of a better angle against counterspell decks. Yeah. No, this list just doesn't look good. And they all realized it probably. They all realized, hey, yeah, we chose the wrong deck for this tournament. Unfortunate, happens sometimes. You can't have the good deck at every tournament. Team Channel Fireball once chose Blue-Green Khan at like a tournament where red-black and mono-red were the best decks, and it just turned out to be really, really bad. And that's one of the best teams in the world. So, yeah. Symphoniers is a small-time content creator, sure. Is the Vault any good? Oh, right, they didn't even play a Vault. I thought they would play the Vault, but they didn't, yeah. Like, Carsten in his preview article said that some Reanimator lists played the Treasure Vault, but I guess they decided not to. Yeah, I mean, this seems kind of decent, honestly. Like, it's sort of like a bank buster. If this sticks around, they're gonna accrue value and treasures, and like, sure, it doesn't actually draw cards, but it still gets them ahead, and it discards, which is obviously nice with Atraxa as a reanimation. So yeah, that card seems reasonable. Like, if I would try a Rakdos Reanimator list, I would probably try this card. Yeah,